Conversation. Hey JB, I played a pickup game at the rec today. At first, the older guys laughed and wouldn't let me in, unless I could hit from half court. Of course I did. All net. I wait for JB to say something, but he just smiles, his eyes all moony. I showed them guys how the Bells ball. I scored 14 points. They told me I should try out for junior varsity next year, 'cause I got hops. JB, are you listening? JB nods, his fingers tapping away on the computer, chatting, probably with Miss Sweet Tea. I told the big guys about you, too. They said we could come back and run with them anytime. What do you think about that? Hello, Earth to JB. Even though I know he hears me, the only thing JB is listening to is the sound of his heart bouncing on the chord of love. Conversation. Dad, this girl is making Jordan act weird. He's here, but he's not. He's always smiling. His eyes get all spacey whenever she's around, and sometimes when she's not. He wears your cologne. He's always texting her. He even wore loafers to school. Dad, you gotta do something. Dad does something. He laughs. Filthy, talking to your brother right now would be like pushing water uphill with a rake, son. This isn't funny, Dad. Say something to him. Please. Filthy, if some girl done locked up JB, he's going to jail. Now let's go get some donuts. Basketball rule number 5. When you stop playing your game, you've already lost. Show off. Up by 16 with 6 seconds, showing JB smiles, then struts, sidesteps, stutters, spins, and sinks a 6'6" sliding sweet 7-foot shot. What a show off. Out of control. Are you kidding me? Come on, Rev, open up your eyes. Ray Charles could have seen that kid walk. Call the traveling violation. You guys are terrible. Mom wasn't at the game tonight, which meant that all night Dad was free to yell at the officials, which he did. Mom calls me into the kitchen. After we get home from beating St. Francis, normally she wants me to sample the macaroni and cheese to make sure it's cheesy enough, or the oven-baked fried chicken to make sure it's not greasy and stuff. But today on the table is some gross-looking orange creamy dip with brown specks in it. A tray of pita bread triangles is beside it. Maybe Mom is having one of her book club meetings. Sit down, she says. I sit as far away from the dip as possible. Maybe the chicken's in the oven. Where is your brother? She asks. Probably on the phone with that girl. She hands me a pita. No thanks, I say, then stand up to leave, but she gives me a look that tells me she's not finished with me. Maybe the mac is in the oven. We've talked to you two about your grandfather, she says. He was a good man. I'm sorry you never got to meet him, Josh. Me too. He looked cool in his uniforms. That man was way past cool. Dad said he used to curse a lot and talk about the war. Mom's laugh is short, then she's serious again. I know we told you Grandpa died after a fall, but the truth is, he fell because he had a stroke. He had a heart disease. Too many years of bad eating and not taking care of himself. And so, what does this have to do with anything? I ask, even though I think I already know. Well, our family has a history of heart problems, she says, so we're going to start eating better, especially Dad. And we're going to start tonight with some hummus and pita bread. For my victory dinner? Josh, we're going to try to lay off the fried foods. And Golden Dragon. And when your dad takes you to the recreation center, no Pollards or Krispy Kreme afterward. Understand? And I understand more than she thinks I do. But is hummus really the answer? 35-18 is the final score of Game 6. A local reporter asked JB and I how we got so good. Dad screams from behind us. They learned from the man! The crowd of parents and students behind us laughs. On the way home, Dad asks if we should stop at Pollard's. I tell him I'm not hungry. Plus, I have a lot of homework, even though I skipped lunch today and finished my homework during halftime. Too good. Lately, I've been feeling like everything in my life is going right. I beat JB in Madden. Our team is undefeated. I scored an A+ on the vocabulary test. Plus, Mom's away at a conference, which means so is the assistant principal. I am a little worried, though, because as Coach likes to say, you can get used to things going well, but you're never prepared for something going wrong. I'm on free throw number 27. We take turns, switching every time we miss. JB has hit 41, the last 12 in a row. Filthy, keep up, man. Keep up, he says. Dad laughs loud and says, Filthy, your brother is putting on a free throw clinic. You better. And suddenly, he falls over. A look of horror on his face, and starts coughing while clutching his chest. Only no sound comes. I freeze. JB runs over to him. Dad, you okay? He asks. I still can't move. There's a stream of sweat on Dad's face. Maybe he's overheating, I say. His mouth is curled up like a little tunnel. JB grabs the water hose, turns the faucet on full blast, and sprays Dad. Some of it goes in Dad's mouth. Then I hear the sound of coughing, and Dad is no longer leaning against the car. Now he's moving toward the hose and laughing. So is JB. Then Dad grabs the hose and sprays both of us. Now I'm laughing too, but only on the outside. He probably just got something stuck in his throat, JB says, when I ask him if he thought Dad was sick and shouldn't we tell Mom what happened. So when the phone rings, it's ironic that after saying hello, he throws the phone to me, because even though his lips are moving, JB is speechless, like he's got something stuck in his throat. Ironic. Adjective. Having a curious or humorous, unexpected sequence of events marked by coincidence. As in, the fact that Vondi hates astronomy and his mom works for NASA is ironic. As in, it's not ironic that Grandpa died in the hospital and Dad doesn't like doctors. As in, isn't it ironic that show-off JB with all his swagger is too shy to talk to Miss Sweet Tea, so he gives me the phone? This is Alexis. May I please speak to Jordan? Identical twins are no different from everyone else, except we look and sometimes sound exactly alike. Phone conversation. I sub for JB. Was that your brother? Yep, that was Josh. I'm JB. I know who you are, silly. I called you. Right. You have any siblings, Alexis? 2 sisters. I'm the youngest. And the prettiest. You haven't seen them. I don't need to. That's sweet. Sweet as pomegranate. Okay, that was random. That's me. Jordan, can I ask you something? Yep. Did you get my text? Yeah. So what's your answer? My answer? I don't know. Stop being silly, Jordan. I'm not. Then tell me your answer. Are y'all rich? I don't know. Didn't your dad play in the NBA? No, he played in Italy. But still, he made a lot of money, right? It's not like we're opulent. Who says opulent? I do. You never use big words like that at school. I have a reputation to uphold. Is he cool? Who? Your dad. Very. So when are you going to introduce me? Introduce you? To your parents. I'm waiting for the right moment. Which is when? So am I your girlfriend or not? Can you hold on for just a second? Sure, she says. Cover the mouthpiece, JB mouths to me. I do, then whisper to him. She wants to know, are you her boyfriend? And when are you going to introduce her to mom and dad? What should I tell her, JB? Tell her, yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I gotta pee, JB says, running out of the room, leaving me still in his shoes. Okay, I'm back, Alexis. So, what's the verdict, Jordan? Do you want to be my girlfriend? Are you asking me to be your girl? I think so. You think so? Well, I have to go now. Yes. Yes, what? I like you. A lot. I like you too, Precious. So now I'm Precious? Everyone calls you JB. Then I guess it's official. Text me later. Good night, Miss Sweet. What did you call me? Good night, my sweetness. Good night, Precious. JB comes running out of the bathroom. What did she say, Josh? Come on, tell me. She said she likes me a lot, I tell him. You mean she likes me a lot, he asks. Yeah, that's what I meant. JB and I eat lunch together every day, taking bites of Mom's tuna salad on wheat. Between arguments, who's the better dunker, Blake or LeBron? Which is superior, Nike or Converse? Only today I waited at our table in the back for 25 minutes texting Vondi, homesick, eating a fruit cup, alone, before I see JB strut into the cafeteria with Miss Sweet Tea holding his precious hand. Boy walks into a room with the girl. They come over. He says, Hey, filthy McNasty, like he said forever, but it sounds different this time. And when he snickers, she does too, like it's some inside joke. And my nickname, some dirty punchline.